No, instead of it's No, it's Taco Tuesday.
Oh, it is.
Ryan, oh my god.
Okay,
No, we're not.
so now that you guys have had a chance to write about your viewpoints and discuss with a small group, we're going to talk in a large group about each of these statements. Because all of these statements and themes are topics that come up in To Kill a Mockingbird. All of these issues are going to be explored and addressed, and some of them have answers and some of them don't have answers. So there's really no right way to respond to any of these. We're going to have a discussion or debate and see where you guys stand on them, okay? So number 1 says, adults have little positive influence on children. Who wants to take a stab at their viewpoint on that? Brianna?
Not all adults have like influence on people.
Sure. So you can say some adults have a lot of positive influence and some adults have no positive influence. Or negative. Yeah, absolutely. Who else agrees or disagrees with that?
I agree.
I agree. Completely.
You agree with Brianna?
Agree. I agree.
Jimmy, what were you going to say? Jimmy, did you have something to add? Or?
No.
Jimra. Okay. All right, how about number 2? This one was a big topic around the whole room as I was walking around. All people are created equally.
Nah.
What was your name again?
Ryan.
Ryan, tell us what you think.
All people are not created equal because everyone has different personalities. And some people are tall, some are short, some are athletic.
Listen to Ryan
Physical properties though.
say that again, Ryan, at the end. I missed it.
Has different personalities.
Okay. So that's one way to look at this question. What other ways, or similar or different ways, can we look at this? What's your name?
Everyone has different flaws.
Josh? Everyone has different flaws. Very true. Different qualities that are bad about themselves, maybe. Different mistakes they can make. Lack of talents. Yeah. What was your name?
Are all created equal
Alyssa.
because it's all the same rights.
Same rights. So there's one way to look at it. If you're looking at it in terms of rights as a person, as a living, breathing person, maybe you are all equal. But maybe in terms of our qualities and our traits and our talents, we might be different. Jimmy?
Everyone was alive at one point in time.
Oh, true. So the fact that we're all alive makes us equal.
Wait,
Yeah.
do you agree with me?
I don't know.
Not all people.
Everybody's right. How about, in what laws can you think of in this country or other countries where everyone is equal or everyone is not equal?
Women don't have rights in some other countries.
Yeah, women don't have rights in some countries. So in that case, people aren't equal. What other ways are they equal some places or not in others?
People only 18 or older can vote.
Yeah.
Well, because like I know in like Europe, there's like or like in old times in Europe, the Tsar would always like he would have more rights than anyone else, and he would have a lot more money than anybody else.
Yeah, so like wealth inequality, that's a way people are different too. Yeah, right.
Only adults' votes count.
Yeah, kids can't vote unless you're 18. Very true. Brianna?
In India, you can't date, you get married at the age of 6.
Yeah.
And you're not allowed to live with each other until you're 18.
In some cultures, you get married very young, and your parents choose your spouse for you. There, you don't really have a lot of rights that people in America have, right? Anybody else have comments? Yeah, Jimmy?
Actually, if you look at it in a type of way, everyone can vote. Because at school, you vote for student president.
See? It's debatable. That's the whole point. So that is going to be explored really deeply in To Kill a Mockingbird. So be watching for ways that people are equal or not equal. How about number 3? Everyone has prejudices about things and people. Do you guys know what prejudices are?
No.
Nope. Never. Yes.
What were you guys talking about your presentations last week?
Intolerance.
Intolerance. That's what prejudice is when you hold a grudge or you don't like somebody for any reason. So when you're intolerant of an individual or a group, that is a prejudice. So, everyone has prejudices about things and people. Who agrees with that or who disagrees with that?
I agree.
You agree? Tell me why.
Because everyone hates someone or something.
No, not everyone does. Not everybody.
Yeah, like everyone.
Unless you're a very happy person.
Yeah, Jimmy's using his hand.
Yeah, everyone does hate one thing at one point in time. Like someone playing video game, they keep dying. They say, I hate this game.
Is it really a prejudice though?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not.
Well,
It still is.
it's kind of debatable.
Yeah,
That's not a
breaking
prejudice. If you throw the remote control, then it
If you cracked this in half, it might be prejudice.
How about in terms of people? Prejudice against people, against religions or races or
Very much so.
Yeah, Brianna.
Like, example, Jim is annoying.
What's that?
An example, Jim is
I agree with that.
That's
Okay,
prejudice.
someone being annoying, good.
He's amazing.
You could be prejudiced to not want to be around them, that's true. How about bigger picture issues though? Big issues of things that are kind of out of people's control. Yeah, Brianna.
I don't know, like racism, like about the president or something.
Sure. So, does everyone have a prejudice towards some race or towards some sexuality or some religion or that kind of thing?
I do.
Or are there people who don't have any of those prejudices, do they?
I just don't like some foods.
Some foods, see, that's a prejudice I would say.
Yeah.
You don't like Italian food maybe, which
Appreciate
Maybe
that.
like a challenge.
Last comment?
No, I don't like some food.
Tell me that. I don't want to cry every time.
Prejudice is right.
Stab in the heart. Okay. So, again, prejudice is explored really deeply in To Kill a Mockingbird, so watch for it. Number 4, education only occurs inside a classroom. Agree or disagree?
No.
Oh,
Church.
lots of no's. Raise your hand, somebody might know.
ain't doing much of it.
Yeah.
I learned how to
You can't learn how to fish when you're in school.
Yes, you can.
That's
not
not
classes.
There are
Lake, there's no fishing teacher, there's no
There is.
fishing equipment.
Yeah, but you
Very
don't
true.
fish.
Right?
Church, you learn stuff in church.
Yeah. If you go
I
to church,
learned a
you can
bunch
learn
of stuff
something
from
there.
my
Very true.
grandpa.
Who else has ideas? I keep calling on YouTube, but let's get some more hands too. Brianna, I'll call you one more time.
You learn how to do your job.
Yeah, a career. You might not learn those traits or those skills in school. Good.
Learn how to shoot.
Yeah, hunting, that kind of thing. Probably don't want to bring guns to school, bad idea. Don't shoot.
Nope.
Yeah.
Like when you're a baby, you learn how to talk and
Absolutely. Yeah. So you can learn lots of things out of school. Is there anybody who thinks that you only learn purely in the classroom? Because you might.
Nah.
If you do, maybe you're missing out. Number 5, this one we can debate a little bit. The advantages of living in a small town are greater than life in a big city. Sydney has some thoughts.
I agree.
Okay, so but living in a small town is like you can learn a lot more because you know, like school for instance, there are a lot smaller kids in one class, and in the big city, I know there's like 100 kids in my old school, so in like every class, and like the teachers are so stressed out because they have like 300 kids in each class. Or in
Never
like
skip
3
it.
classes.
No, I hear you though. Yeah, class sizes is different, so you can learn more in a smaller town. Makes sense. Yeah, what was your name again?
Nathan.
Jason?
Nathan.
Nathan, sorry.
I think it's better in a big city because there's more education opportunities like colleges and such.
Job opportunities.
True, job opportunities. Yes.
Copy mine.
Okay.
What?
Raising your hand in the back or just stretch it? Nope. Stretch it. Brian, what are you gonna say?
I was gonna say that you have more advantages in a small town because you might live out like somewhere in the middle of nowhere where there's like trees and like lakes and stuff, but while you're in like a big city like Minneapolis, you can't do anything. You can't fish, you can't hunt very often. When you do, it's very bad.
Get in trouble. Yeah, what are you gonna say?
Go to the zoo.
Eat an elephant.
Did you guys hear what he said? What was your name again?
Yeah.
Rodney, did you guys hear what Rodney said?
Nope.
More business opportunities.
What did you say? Say it again, Rodney. He said that in a big city, you have more opportunity to learn about different religions and different diversity and all kinds of different people when you're in a big city because it's more diverse there. Did you guys agree with that?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Read it.
But whoever said back there about the fishing stuff, you can go up in the twin cities because there's like lakes out there and stuff
There are lakes
Oh,
in
hunting.
Minneapolis.
that you should run.
Yeah, but no hunting.
Well,
Yeah, you just can't.
that's what we're rating the pros and cons.
Park and
Last one,
pop
Jim.
a deer on.
Small town.
You can always start with somewhere else.
Yeah, you can walk places. A lot more convenient. It's very true. So, very debatable. We'll look at that in To Kill a Mockingbird 2. How about number 6? Things can't always be the way we want them to be. That's a part of growing up. True or false? You always get your way or not? Right.
True, because you could be a poor family and want to be very rich.
Yeah. And sometimes it just doesn't work out that way, right?
Yes.
No matter how hard you try. Who else has thoughts?
Oh, time to go.
No.
Where is the time going?
Any other thoughts on that? Agree or disagree?
Agreed. Agreed.
You agree on that one?
I agree.
All right, how about number 7? Courage means doing something difficult, even though it can be frightening. Yeah, Sid.
I think the statement is true, but not completely complete. Because like you don't have to always do something physically to have courage. It's like
Boys.
something you can
Here's my
do
phone.
mentally too. Like if you were like afraid of something and like something that like mentally and you overcame that, that would be courageous, like mental courage.
It doesn't always have to be something frightening necessarily,
Yeah.
just something challenging. That's a good point.
I agree.
Yeah, you agree? Anybody disagree with that one? It's okay if you do. I want to hear your reasoning. All right, let's do number 8. Most of our values and attitudes develop during childhood. Yes or no?
Agreed.
Who says yes? Raise your hand if you think yes. Raise your hand if you think no. Raise your hand if you don't know.
I'd like to hear this.
Tell me a reason for no first. Who has a reason why we don't develop most of our attitudes and values as a child? Yeah.
Because then, when you become a teenager, you become more stuck up and snobby and do whatever you want and you don't listen to your parents as much.
Do all teenagers do that?
No,
Not all of them. You
I don't think
still
you
learn more values to life as you get older.
They can be changing. Sure. Who says you learn most of your values and beliefs as a child? Who said yes to this one? All right, Blue, sir, tell me what you think. What's your name?
Jesse.
Jesse?
I don't know.
Come
Well, let's raise your hand.
Who said yes? Who can help Jesse out with an opinion? Yeah? Great. What was your name?
Well, you look at like people that are just like turn out like kind of weird in the world, and it's then you look back and they didn't have a real good childhood and stuff.
Yeah. Sometimes people have rough childhood and grow up to be kind of criminal. Not always though. Not always. But I see your point. That childhood has a lot to do with being an adult. Any other opinions on this? One way or the other? Okay. Number 9. Fear and ignorance keep prejudice alive. Yes or no? Yeah, what are you going to say?
No, there's more stuff that keep prejudice alive than just that.
So it's bigger than that. But is prejudice part of it? Or is fear and ignorance part of it?
Yes.
Not fear.
You don't think fear?
Ignorance.
Well, because
Wait. What are you going to say? What's what are you going to say about fear?
You're afraid when you do it, or exactly you think of it.